Hello traders, Joseph here again. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another edition of my weekly video. If this is the first time that you're watching this video, I want to welcome you and thank you so much for tuning in. And hopefully if you like what you see by the end of this video, then please hit that like button. You can even subscribe or share the video, anything that helps really. And as always, I want to thank you guys for your continued support. For those of you that are used to this kind of videos that I try to put out every week. I've been doing it for a few months now, so thank you so much for your continued support. Really appreciate all the positive feedback. So anyway, in today's video I've got a couple of things I want to go over with you. The first thing is I've got two currency pairs that I want to analyze, and then I've also got, as you guys know, I've started my my signal servers. It's been, I think, just 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks and a bit, and I've actually got some results that I want to show you guys of the signals that I've sent out so far, and also try and answer a few questions, because some people have been asking me a lot of questions about how it works and things like that. So I'm actually hopefully going to try and answer that questions to you today. So anyway, let's go over to the charts. Like I said, I've got two currency pairs that I want to take a look at, and the first one I want to take a look at is the US dollar against the Japanese yen, and I'm actually going to start this off on the monthly chart, just to try and get like an overall picture of what the market has been doing, try and establish one of the three things that I usually look for in a chart, whether the market is bullish, bearish, or is in consolidation, because then I can know what I'm going to do once I'm able to establish those three things. So anyway, so we can see that the market, I'm going to start over from here, this lowest low. We had that impulse leg, and then we had a retracement or an outside return. And usually once you see this kind of things, what you would expect is, you would expect this market to make another impulse leg, forming a new structure high, because that is going to give you a bullish structure, and then from then on, then you can say that the market is bullish, and you can, whatever you're going to do, you're going to be looking for an opportunity to sort of jump on the trend. But this market never did that. It came on and it formed a lower high, and then we retraced back into the previous structure, the previous outside return. The market formed a double bottom, and then we rallied, forming another lower high. And usually this is a sign that the market is about to go into bearish form. It doesn't mean that the market is bearish yet. We can't say that the market is bearish at this stage. We can't even say anything. We can only say the market is moving sideways. You can say the market is in consolidation. So until the market gives you, puts in a bullish structure or bearish structure, you can't actually say. But you can tell what the market is doing. By forming this lower highs, you can tell that the market is giving you signs that it's about to go into a bearish form. So finally, we had another move back down, breaking this previous structure. So now you can say that the market, if you look at this, you can see a bullish bearish structure here, because we had an impulse leg, an outside return, another impulse leg forming a new structure low. So here right now we can say that the market is bearish, and as a trader you would be expecting this market to come back into the previous structure, and that's the point where you would be expecting to sell the market, to sell in order to jump on the trend. So if you had sold at that previous structure, as a trader, your stop loss technically is going to have to go above this outside return in terms of structure. So the market came back into that structure, but it didn't reverse there, which obviously you can expect that. You would expect the market to reverse there, but it doesn't always do that. But as a structure trader, that as long as this outside return hasn't been broken, the market is still technically bearish. And we can see that the market came back into that previous outside return, and then now we're seeing the market starting to fall off. And really, if this market is going to continue that bearish trend, then look at all the way this market has to go. It's got a long way to go. And obviously, because I'm looking at this on the monthly chart, then you can all agree that it's got a long way to go. So now as a trader, if you're a trader like me, you wouldn't really be, you would be looking for an opportunity to jump on this trend. You would be looking for an opportunity to sell. But obviously this is not my trading time frame, so I'm going to try and drop this down to the daily chart and try and see if I can give if we can see a few more signs about what the market is telling us, by just reading the language of the market, which is structure. So actually, let me just put in a line, a horizontal line, just where the market formed, just where the outside return structure was. Wait. Oops, should be on the monthly chart. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we are. So there you go. Just putting a line there. So now I could drop this to the weekly chart. Try and look for more signs. Okay, on the weekly chart. So this is where we had the market came into this previous outside return structure, and now it's starting to fall off. So if I bring in my RSI, maybe we can see some sort of divergence or oversold condition, or even both. And then from there we can tell. I mean, look. Already we can see some bearish divergence. The market came into oversold. Look at that, it went oversold when the market was even nowhere near this previous structure. So we have seen a massive bearish divergence on the market. That's why the market now is starting to fall off. So if I drop this down further to the daily chart, try and establish some sort of try and see what the market has done recently, and try and see if we can find an opportunity to jump on the trend. So looking at this on the daily chart, I can actually put another line right there where that structure is. So we can see when the market came back into that previous outside return, the market came sort of into a consolidation. It went into a little bit of consolidation within this channel. So we've been trading within this channel for quite a while, and then recently we had a major break below that channel. But as always, as a structural trader, once the market breaks out of a channel, once market breaks out of a consolidation, 9 times out of 10 it always comes back to test that structure. So as a structural trader, you can be looking at this, you would be thinking, oh, did I miss the trend? Did I miss the trend? Even if you did miss the trend, look, the market is going to give you another opportunity to jump on it. A very good opportunity if you look, because look at that line. I just got support. The market has tested that support 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And if I bring in my Fibonacci, you must get some sort of we might get a Fibonacci retracement on that line. Look at that, 382 retracement coming in right at that support structure, now turn resistance. And what do we know about 382 retracement? It's usually a strong trend indicator. So there is a chance that this market is going to come back into that previous structure where we have a 382 Fibonacci retracement before we get a move back down. I mean, as a structural trader, you would really be looking for opportunities to sell on this market. But depending on your skill, I mean, you can look for a counter trending opportunity, and I'll show you guys what a lot of traders have missed on this. If I bring in my Fibonacci extension, single low to swing high, and back down again, look where the market came into. It came into the 1618 extension, and then put up a double bottom, and now it's rallying back up into that previous structure. I mean, if you're a skilled trader, an experienced trader, you would have taken, even though it's a risky trade, you would have taken a trade right here. You would have taken a counter trend trading opportunity. While a lot of traders are waiting for this market to come back into that previous structure, you would have taken that risk. But if you didn't, look, this is what you have to wait for. This structure. If the market comes back into this structure, even though your stop loss is probably gonna have structurally is gonna have to go above this high. But we got you got a large in terms of this market has got a long way to fall. So anyway, so that's what I'm gonna be watching. We're probably not gonna be not gonna get there in the next couple of weeks. I mean, we still got about 200 pips to go. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the market gets there quickly. I think we've got non-farm payrolls this Friday as well, so you never know. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on. So anyway, the next currency pair I'm going to look at is actually the Aussie dollar against the yen. This isn't really I think I've got a couple of patterns I want to show you guys on it, so it's not really structure analysis. So if I drop this down to the 1 hour chart, see, yeah, we do have a bad pattern that is on the verge of being completed. I think we are a few pips away. X to A leg, we got a 50% retracement, and we're looking for the 886 retracement in order to go long on the bullish bat. Oops, what's happening? There you go. That's my favorite color. Can't be using this. Okay, we go. So we'll be looking for this market to come back into the 886 treatment around 7090s. So still about 30 pips away. But yeah, it should be a very good opportunity because this market on a higher time frame is actually in a consolidation, and you know that's what happens. You know, I think we did take a very big winner on our first target on a bearish Gartley that I sent out to my signal subscribers. I'm still waiting for target 2 on that one as well. So yeah, this is the only pattern I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Of course, you know, there's going to be a few more patterns, you know, on the much lower time frames during the week. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that one. So anyway, so as I've said before, as I've said earlier, that as you know, I've already started my signals service, and it's been 2 weeks, and I'm gonna show you guys a few results that we've already achieved, and I'm gonna obviously try and answer a few questions on how you guys can, or how it works, or how you guys can join, because I've actually been getting a few questions about that lately. So I'm gonna go over to my spreadsheet. So this is the results. I keep the results of every single trade that I send out for my signal service. So so I've actually started on the 10th of February, which is on a Wednesday. So during that week, we only had a couple of trading days, and I sent out two trade signals, both of them bullish ciphers, and both our target have been hit on those 2 trades, bringing in a total of 314 pips on target 1 and target 2 combined together. Yeah, which was a very great start. I mean, those that joined on that first couple of days really they had a really good start. That's all I can say. And then the second week, we started with a losing trade, 45 pips on the US dollar against the Swissy, the bearish Gartley, and then we had a big winner on the pound dollar. The pound dollar has actually been very good to me recently, and then we took a couple losses, couple small losses, and then we had a normal winner, actually an average winner, and we had a huge loss on the euro yen Gartley as well, and then we closed out the week with a target 1 and target 2 winner on the Aussie dollar bearish baht, bringing a total of 125 pips. Not as great as the first week, but any week you end in profit is a good week. And then we started the third week. Actually, this week's has just finished. It wasn't actually the way I wanted to start any of my trading weeks, to be honest. We started with a huge loss, 85 pips on the bullish baht, pound dollar, and then we took another 30 pip on US dollar cipher. But then we closed out the week with 4 straight winners. I mean, this is the Aussie dollar trade. Our first target has been hit for 85 pips. Still waiting on the second target on that one. The US dollar against Swiss franc, that was a Gartley. Our first target was hit. The second target was never hit. So as you can see, all of our winners, both our targets have been hit except for this one. Although we're still waiting for the Aussie dollar trade. Don't know how long that's gonna take. I mean, that trade is taking it's taking a long time to actually hit our target. But yeah, we'll close out the week with 4 straight winners. So anyway, bringing in a total of 277 pips. So if I go over to this little things that is gonna clear up the results for you. So I've taken a total of 16 trades. I've sent out a total of 16 signals in how long? 12 days, which is at least 1 signal a day, sometimes 2. And we had 9 winners, 7 losses. So as you can see, guys, it's not about winning all the time. I mean, it's good to win all the time. It's good to have 80%, 90%, but you're hardly going to see those kind of winning statistics. Well, what matters is when you win, how much do you win, and when you lose, how much do you lose. So look at the total profits bringing in on our target 1 and target 2 from our 9 trades, 1,004 pips. We had a loss of about 292 pips, bringing a total net profit of 712 pips. But this is a combined target 1 and target 2, guys. Now, if we're looking this as the technical way to trade advanced patterns, then the profit is only going to be half of that. It's only about maybe 250 pips in the since the 2 weeks that I've started posting. But look at that average pip of 111 pips, an average loss of 41 pips, which is, that's the way it's gonna be. I mean, I can promise you that, guys, that because of the time frame that I trade on, and the average loss in the long run is gonna, I would prefer it to be under 40 pips. It is gonna be under 40 pips at some point. But yeah, that's the way it's gonna be. It's never gonna go. This, it shouldn't even be at the 41 pips. So look at the profit factor, 2.7, and look at the winning percentage, 56. Trading just advanced pattern, I expect this winning percentage to go all the way to 60%. But in the meantime, we haven't got a lot of data really to really judge on that. It's only 16 trades really. We had the longest winning streaks of 4, and then we had a losing streak of just two trades in a row. So look at that. So as you guys know, I only say this is a signal set for just advanced patterns, nothing more. You're not gonna come in and see me sending your structured trader or some wave or anything ABCD pattern. You're not gonna see that. It's just advanced patterns, and it's only the 3 advanced patterns that I trade: the cipher, the godly, and the bad pattern. So look at that on the cipher pattern, which is as you already know, it's the most successful patterns. We've taken 6 trades on that one. I have a winning ratio of 67. The godly, I do expect that one to be around 50-55%. For the long run, it's going to be around about 50-55%. And the bad pattern currently at 67%. But yeah, this is how this is what the results feel like. I mean, it's not been, like I said, it's not been like a fairy tale, or it's not been what people would normally expect, coming in and just making a kill in the market, making winners after winners after winners. It's not going to be like that. We are going to take a couple losses here and there, but like I said, as long as I'm going to keep this average loss way down, and then in the long run, guys, the people that in with me already, I think they're already reaping the benefits, because I've been getting a few emails from them. And so anyway, how does it work? So basically, at the bottom of this video, there's a link to the sign up page. It's gonna take you to my website, where you're gonna, it's only £9.99 a month. Like I said, guys, you're not gonna get a cheaper price anywhere. I can promise that you're not gonna get a cheaper price anywhere. I mean, people have been asking me why I'm doing it so cheap. I mean, the reason I'm doing it so cheap, like, I don't really like. I'm still at the stage of trying to build my reputation in the trading business, and I wouldn't really be, I'm not gonna start charging people extraordinary amount. But as I start producing results, people are gonna see, and this is the results, guys. And for you guys, and I'm gonna show you a glimpse of how it works. Like I said, if you sign up at the bottom of the page, you can check out using PayPal. Obviously you're gonna get an email from me shortly giving you a money management plan, which I really recommend people use it, because that's the only way you're gonna get the best out of this signal service. That's the only way you're gonna get back. I mean, obviously you don't have to follow my advice, but as you can see, because it's not something that you're gonna come in, no trader is gonna win 80% of their trades. It's not gonna happen like that. You're gonna take a few losses here and there. That's why you need that money management plan to guide you, and help you, not to blow your account. And so basically, once you sign up, you get the email from me. I'm gonna add you to my email list. And every time I send out signals, which is usually during Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. UK time, and you're gonna get an email from me with the signal service. So once I send out that email, this is what the email is gonna look like. So going over to this is a few emails that I've sent out the last week. So let me go on that one. So this is what the email is gonna show you: trade alert, currency pair. It's gonna tell you the strategy that I'm trading, bearish bad pattern. It's going to tell you what the trade is. Because it's a bearish bad pattern, you're only going to be selling, and this is what your order is going to be. And it's going to tell you where to put your stop loss. You got your first profit target, second profit target, and you've also got a chat image. So clicking on the chat image, this is what it's going to show you. Because at the time that I'm sending out the signal, I just take a screenshot just to double check for those people that maybe, I don't know, for some reason you can't see the numbers. It's going to be on the chart for you. So look at the chart. It's a bearish bad pattern. Red box tells you, oh, that's where your stop loss is going to be. Your first target, your second target. All you have to do is just place your pending orders. That's it. If anything changes, I'll tell you, but all you have to just place your pending orders. And this is one of the trades. Like I said, this is the bearish pattern that I sent out. I think this trade actually turned out to be a winner, hitting out a first target and a second target. So let me go on the pound dollar chart and try and, it was under what time frame? 15-minute time frame. So let me go over to the 15-minute time frame. And I think we had the bad pattern somewhere. I'm not gonna bother bringing my Fibonacci, you know. Yep, where we completed at round. Yep. So the market actually came in, but it never filled us, and then it, you know, went back down, and then it came back, filled us in. We had our stop loss. Where did we have our stop loss? Let me just go back to the chart. 140.46. So I go back on that. 140.46. So you can see the market came in very, very close to our stop, but it never stopped us out, and then it reversed, hitting our first target and second target. So you can see I sent out that signal at least, I mean, probably a few hours, a good few hours before the order was being triggered. So what's the next one? This is after another one that I said. This is one of the big winners that we had during the week. Over 100 people on that one. It was the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. It was a bearish cipher. So let me go back to the email again and show you guys. Currency pair, bearish cipher. All the orders are there. The market came in. New Zealand dollar. Actually, that was actually a higher time frame chart trade on a 4-hour chart. You can see bearish cipher right there. The market came in. Oops. Filled us in around 67.02, gave us a little bit of pain, but then we had the market came back down, hitting our first and second target for over 100 pips. So I mean, this is guys, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. I mean, you're not gonna get anything as easy than that. I mean, it's just straightforward. You know what you're gonna get. You sign up, you know exactly what you're gonna get. You come in, you're gonna get it's just advanced patterns. Get signals straight to you. I'm actually gonna start a WhatsApp group. I don't know when, but probably next week or even in a couple weeks time. But that's exactly what you're gonna get. There's no, it is what it is. That's just a simple way of explaining it. And if you like what you see, like I said, the link is at the bottom of this page. Just click on it, and if you just want to check me out, as well, just my TradingView profile is at the bottom. The link is at the bottom of this video as well, so you can go on it and see some of the trades that I've been posting on TradingView as well. I mean, I still post trade on TradingView, but it's probably going to be like 1 or 2 every week, which is not a lot really. But yeah, so anyway, this is it. If you like what you see, as always, like I said, share it, like it, anything that helps really, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.